Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of A Magic You. My name is Yulisa and I am your host for this podcast. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not new here, welcome back. I'm sorry it has been a little bit, guys. I have needed some time. Winter is here. The snow is outside. I feel like I got followed by the snow after Thanksgiving being home. And I'm just honestly ready to cozy up and work on things like on my couch. And I am actually recording this from my couch. In today's episode, we are going to be discussing what habits you can take into 2026, some mindset things, and really anything that will be so amazing to take along into 2026 or maybe some things to leave behind in 2025. This weekend, I've been trying my best to reflect on the year, and how I've been doing that is I finally sat the heck down and got my videos off of my camera onto a hard drive, and I'm starting to edit and make my YouTube vlogs. And I'm so excited about this. I bring this up because I've had some time to reflect, and I feel like going into 2025, I knew it was going to be a big year. Something in my gut had told me it was going to be a big year. My psychics told me it was going to be a big year. My healers told me it was going to be a big year. Just so many things and I already knew that. Like internally, spiritually, I knew 2025 it was going to be huge, and it's been amazing. I've been able to reflect on it, and I'm not even done. I'm so excited. But with all of that comes the thought of 2026 and the new year. And what habits to take into 2026, what habits I want to continue to do, maybe things I'm ready to cut out, and kind of what I'm looking for in this year. So I'm going to list off in no particular order some habits that I feel will be so helpful to implement in 2026, or maybe write down what you want to start. And it doesn't have to be right away. I feel like we put this pressure on ourselves that like, oh my gosh, I have to start January 1st. Like obviously if you are changing multiple things at once, like you're gonna get tired, you're gonna be exhausted, and that's just not like realistic. So it's okay to implement things at different points in 2026, or, whatever chapter of your life. Let's just put it out that way. But if you still do them, like you're still doing them. I have been telling myself that I want to start reading for years now. And I don't know why. It's just I'm not a reader. And I know you can't be everything, right? And reading is just not one thing that I am like super crazy about. That doesn't give me an excuse though, because I do really want to start reading, and the things I reach out for are like self-development books and things like that. I have all these books I bought in hopes to start reading, and the only way to get started in something is to put it in your everyday life, put it in your view. So realistically thinking, at what points in my day would I be able to read? And it would either be very, very early in the morning, and I'm talking like 4:45, 5 in the morning, that's my reading time, or I would have to make time before bed at night, which also goes into another habit I have been wanting to implement or kind of get better at, and that's putting my phone down like sooner. And I'm thinking about leaving it in like the living room or something and getting an older alarm clock, or just like a plainer alarm clock, and reducing like screen time before bed. So you may be thinking, okay, now why are you telling me all this? What does this have to do with reading, with the habits, whatever? I had to figure out when a good time was. I decided right before bed. If I also wanted to stop using my phone as much, I had time there. Boom. 2 habits I've been wanting to create. It's got to start somewhere. So by starting to put my phone down sooner, it's not out of my room yet. Not that I can't, it's just not out of my room yet. I am putting it down sooner. I now have free time that I would have been scrolling. I also did not give myself a certain amount of goals, like to read, like pages to read, things like that. The goal is to get in the habit of doing it. So I pick up a book. My book right now is on mindfulness and abundance. I read a few pages or as much as I'm able to that night before I start to like doze off, or I notice that I'm no longer paying attention. I'm just like eyes going over the words. I try to pause before that point because I'm really trying to read, like actually read what I'm writing and not just skim over it. So even if that is only a page or two, that's still something. Once you start a new habit and you get it in your routine, it becomes your new normal. It's easier to pick up the next one and the next best habit, and you just keep transforming yourself, and next thing you know, your whole routine has changed. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen all at once. It's little changes made throughout the year, throughout the weeks, just in time as you're ready for it. So let's say reading being a great habit. Yes, 100%. That's something I definitely am going to continue on in 2026. Now, my hope is to get better. That's all you want to do is get better and better. And I hope that I can hit a good amount of books. With that, I'm very excited to continue to be off my phone before bed, and another goal is to try and stay off it in the morning as well. I've heard of an hour before and after bed, and that is what I'm going to try and do. With those two habits that you may also implement into your life or write down for, maybe that's a good idea. A good sleep routine. Now, those two go hand in hand with a good sleep routine. So if you start to plan out your day, see, I am an early riser and early sleeper, but we all have the same 24 hours. And that's actually something I heard recently. I kind of love and hate it because I'm like, oh my God, you're so right. And also, yeah, we can get a lot done in 24 hours, but it's up to you to decide how you want to spend that time. Movement. Movement is the next item or habit on our list. And I'm also going to say the same thing about movement. If your goal is to just move your body instead of, oh my gosh, I need to be at the gym for an hour every single day, if you cut all of that out and just your goal is movement, shorten it up, 30 minutes, even 20. Some days are going to be different. Another great thing I heard lately was that your 100% is going to be different every single day. And this goes for any and all habits or just new things that you're trying to start in your life or implement. Back to movement though. You have to do things that you enjoy doing. So if you don't enjoy lifting weights, try a different outlet of movement. There's Pilates, there's yoga, there's even just plain Jane stretching to start. Walking, so easy, and you can literally be on your phone, you can watch a movie, you can get a walking pad. That's what I do in the mornings in the winter, so that way I'm still getting my steps in. There's mat Pilates, which is also my favorite in the mornings, and I highly recommend which one is it? Move with Nicole. You can even do a dance class on YouTube, like a Zumba sort of thing, or do Zumba or anything. Play a sport, join a pickleball league. However it is that you would prefer to move your body, do that. Give yourself realistic expectations for any and all of these habits as well. The next habit is going to be journaling. You guys know journaling is a huge part of my life. I journal about everything that's important, or I try to as soon as it happens, or I do monthly recaps, weekly, just whenever I'm able to get my pen to paper, I do. I carry it around, even though it's the size of a giant notebook, because it is a notebook. I carry it around with me almost everywhere. And it's so fun to look back on things I wrote down, and you can even put pictures with it. You can do anything. It can be so fun. And it can be like a scrap journal where you just take a piece of like a letter and tape it in there or things like that. And that's kind of what I turned mine into. So it got a little big. But I'm excited and sad for my next, but it's always fun. The next thing is going to be taking care of you. Now, what do I mean by this? Really setting time aside, whether it be to take a long, hot everything shower, maybe book a massage, go to Reiki, get your nails done, get your hair done, do things that make you feel good, whether that be your looks or spiritually or just anyway, socially, hanging out with friends. Do things for you. Take care of you. So that was taking care of you. Now it's time to make time for you. They're similar, but I don't mean them in the same way. It is very important for us to hang out with us if we're around a lot of people a lot of the time. I'm talking about my service providers, my first responders, anyone. If you work with people and then you are surrounded by kids and family and you're just always with people, it's very, very important to make time for you. This might actually be number one on this whole list. I used to wake up early enough just to get ready, go to work, come home, shower, and it would be so late that I would just not be hungry anymore. I'd just be hangry and just busy. And I was so just overwhelmed by the amount of people I was around every day and just the lack of time for myself. The problem wasn't the time. Again, we all have the same 24 hours. It's that I wasn't making the time for myself. So now I wake up at 4:45 or 5 around that time frame every single day, and I go downstairs, I get ready to exercise. So I'm brushing my teeth. I put these nice little lights up in my bathroom so I don't have to turn a bright blinding light on. So I'm having a slow start to my morning even if the sun isn't out yet. The heater is going on my feet because I'm still trying to wake up. I'm not trying to be cold. I get dressed. It's maybe about 5 o'clock now and I'm starting on my YouTube Pilates. Depending on the day, maybe I'll do yoga. Next is walking, and I walk for 30 minutes if I'm able to. So now I've set this time aside for myself, so I know from 4:45 in the morning until I gotta start getting ready by 6:30, that is my me time. The movement is me time. While I'm walking on my walking pad, I'm able to scroll if I want to, make videos, listen to a podcast, even just walking and meditating, and this is a thing. After all that, I either walk Penny, and then when I'm starting to get ready for my day, showered and putting my makeup on and things like that, I have a cup of tea that I've warmed up. My makeup takes me 10 minutes now. I've gotten it down to where I need to be. So my morning routine is also I have my me time. It's very important to take care of yourself. Taking care of us is so important because if you are a service provider, a healer, a helper, anything, with whatever you do, how are you supposed to help anyone when you need time for yourself to fill your cup up? Those were just a few things to jot down and habits to implement in 2026. I hope that you enjoyed them. It's important that you remember not all of these things can be implemented at once. You have to set realistic expectations for your routine right now and ways that you can change it, or go ahead and flip it and do it all at once and watch it be amazing. But don't feel pressured just because of the new year. You can start any of these things at any point and you're still making the difference, making the change. The biggest thing about any new thing is to start it. Starting it uncomfortable. You're not going to know everything, but you learn along the way. And I want to throw that into this because it got brought up. in this next year, in 2026, I want us all, if you aren't yet, but I want us all to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. It is important for us to get out of our comfort zone. It's important for us to try new things, to go after the ideas that pop in our heads. Nobody knows what they're doing. You don't know what you're doing until you start, and you learn along the way. Let's stop making excuses. Let's stop waiting. There really is no perfect time. Even if you start something, one thing at a time is how things get started. It's a snowball effect. I just am so amped. I'm so excited for you guys. I'm so excited for this next year and all the magic and fun it's going to bring. And I'm so excited to share more news in the new year. And again, it's not a baby, but just big things coming, big things here, living in them. Just a lot of growth, personally, professionally. Life is flying by so quickly, so why not do the things we want to do, go after the things we want, our dreams, our goals, wear the sparkly eyeshadow, wear the glitter eyeliner, be fun, be you. Life's too short, and we need to be doing more things that give us butterflies, make our heart flutter. When you can literally feel the sparkle in your veins, it's like you get the chills and you're just so excited and happy. We need more moments like that, and we're the ones that have to create it. You got this. I believe in you. I'm so excited for you and for this new year. Don't forget to take a seat, even if it's 10 minutes, and reflect as much as possible on this past year, because that's the only way we can look forward to the new year and what we want to change, things that we're thankful for, things that we learned, because life is so beautiful and it's just going by so fast. So reach out to your friends, say hi, tell them you miss them, tell them you love them, stop being a weirdo and just say I love you, and just like open your heart to others and stuff, you know? Why are we always so serious? We need to have more fun. We need to just be more authentic. If you can be authentic, you're going to spread more authenticity. Okay, I feel like I need to go now because I need to go make some dinner. But I love you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. I didn't do a recap for things going on in my life right now because I don't have a lot of time right now. It is 6 p.m. on a school night, and I gotta go to work tomorrow and stuff, so I gotta make dinner. But I can't wait to update you guys when I'm able to. One thing I will say is that I have created a YouTube, right? I made that in July, and I have just posted a new video, even if it is backdated from February. And I have another one for March ready, like literally the next day. I've been having so much fun editing my videos, and like I said, I've had time to look back. I'm only in March. I have a whole year's worth of footage to go over and make awesome videos, but I'm learning as I go, and I found new edits. I'm so amped. But anyway, go watch it on Yulisa57, I want to say 575 or something like that on YouTube. I should probably link it and know it. Okay, update, it's Yulisa57 on YouTube. And yeah, go follow, go like, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, Yulisa_C or ImagickYou. Share with a loved one. Okay, I love you guys. Bye.